Richard, son of York, later Richard III.
Donald J. Trump.
Now is the winter of our discontent made glorious summer by this son of York. Now the clouds that lowered upon our house are deep in the bosom of the ocean buried. Now are our brows bound with victorious wreaths, our bruised arms hung up for monuments, our dreadful marches to delightful measures, our stern alarums to merry meetings.
Our country is in serious trouble. We don't have victories anymore. We used to have victories, but we don't have them.
Grim-visaged war has smoothed his wrinkled front, and now, instead of mounting barbed steeds to fright the souls of fearful adversaries, he capers nimbly in a lady's chamber to the lascivious pleasing of a lute.
We have losers. We have losers. We have people that don't have it. We have people that are morally corrupt. We have people that are selling this country down the drain.
But I, that am not shaped for sportive tricks, nor made to court an amorous looking-glass, I that am rudely stamped and want love's majesty to strut before a wanton ambling nymph, deformed, unfinished, sent before my time into this breathing world scarce half made up. Why, I have no delight in this weak piping time of peace to pass away the time. And therefore, since I cannot prove a lover to entertain these fair, well-spoken days, I am determined to prove a villain, and hate the idle pleasures of these days.
So the reporter said to me the other day, "But Mr. Trump, you're not a nice person. How can you get people to vote for you?" But I said, this is going to be an election that's based on competence, because people are tired of these nice people.
I can add colors to the chameleon, change shape with Proteus for advantages, and set the murderous Machiavel to school. Can I do this and cannot get a crown? Tut. Were it farther off, I'll pluck it down.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I am officially running for President of the United States, and we are going to make our country great again.
Eleanor, a duchess, wife to the protector of the realm.
Gloucester, her husband.
Henry, the king, a child, their nephew.
A lord serving the king.
Yes, good my lord, I'll follow presently. Follow I must. I cannot go before, while Gloucester bears this base and humble mind. Were I a man, a duke, and next of blood, I would remove these tedious stumbling blocks and smooth my way upon their headless necks. And, being a woman, I will not be slack to play my part in fortune's pageant.
What tidings with our cousin Buckingham? Such as my heart doth tremble to unfold. The Lady Eleanor, the protector's wife, has practiced dangerously against your state, dealing with witches and with conjurers, as more at large your grace shall understand.
How I have loved my king and commonwealth, and for my wife, I know not how it stands. Noble she is, but if she have forgot honor and virtue, and conversed with such, I banish her my bed and company, and give her as a prey to law and shame. That hath dishonored Gloucester's honest name.
Stand forth, Dame Eleanor Cobham, Gloucester's wife. In sight of God and us, your guilt is great. Receive the sentence of the laws for sins such as by God's book are adjudged to death. The witch in Smithfield shall be burned to ashes. You, madam, for you are more nobly born, despoiled of your honor in your life, shall, after 3 days open penance done, live in your country here in banishment.
Welcome is banishment. Welcome were my death. Eleanor, the law thou seest hath judged thee. I cannot justify whom the law condemns. Mine eyes are full of tears, my heart of grief. This is the hour that was appointed me to watch the coming of my punished duchess. Sweet Nell, ill can thy noble mind brook the abject people gazing on thy face with envious looks, laughing at thy shame. But soft, I think she comes, and I'll prepare my tear-stained eyes to see her miseries.
Come you, my lord, to see my open shame? Now thou dost penance too. Look how they gaze. See how the giddy multitude do point and nod their heads and throw their eyes on thee. Ah, Gloucester, hide thee from their hateful looks, and in thy closet pent up rue my shame, and ban thine enemies, both mine and thine.
Patient, gentle Nell, forget this grief. Gloucester, teach me to forget myself. For whilst I think I am thy married wife, and thou a prince, protector of this land, methinks I should not be thus led along, nailed up in shame with papers on my back, and followed with a rabble that rejoice to see my tears and hear my deep-vet groans. The ruthless flint doth cut my tender feet, and when I start, the envious people laugh, and bid me be advised how I tread. Ah, Humphrey, can I bear this shameful yoke? No. Dark shall be my light, and night my day. To think upon my pomp shall be my hell. Sometime I'll say, I am Duke Humphrey's wife, and he a prince and ruler of the land. Yet so he ruled, and such a prince he was, as he stood by, whilst I, his forlorn duchess, was made a wonder and a pointing stock to every idle rascal follower. But be thou mild, and blush not at my shame, nor stir at nothing till the axe of death hang over thee, as sure it shortly will.
Thy greatest help is quiet, gentle Nell. Pray thee, sort thy heart to patience. My Nell, I take my leave.
Art thou gone too? All comfort go with thee, for none abides with me. My joy is death, death, at whose name I oft have been afeared, because I wished this world's eternity. Go, lead the way. I long to see my prison.
Third almost king.
Buckingham, his closest ally.
Catesby, a lord, mayor of London.
Citizens! How now, my lord, what say the citizens? Touched you the bastardy of Edward's children?
Oh, I did. Laid open all your victories, your discipline in war, wisdom in peace, your bounty, virtue, fair humility, and when mine oratory grew to an end, I bid them that did love their country's good cry, God save Richard, England's royal king!
Did they so?
No. So God help me, they spake not a word. The mayor is here, at hand. Intend some fear. Be not you spoke with, but by mighty suit. And look you get a prayer book in your hands, and stand betwixt two clergymen, good my lord, and be not easily won to our request. Play the maid's part, still answer nay, and take it.
No doubt, I'll bring it to a happy issue.
Go up to the leads. The Lord Mayor knocks. Welcome, my lord! I dance attendance here. I think the Duke will not be spoke withal. Oh, well, here comes his servant. How now, Catesby? What says he?
My lord, he doth entreat your grace to visit him tomorrow or next day. He is within with two right reverend fathers divinely bent to meditation.
Return, good Catesby, to thy lord again. Aha, my lord. This prince is not an Edward. He is not lolling on a lewd love bed, but on his knees at meditation, not dallying with a brace of courtesans, but meditating with two deep divines. So happy were England would this gracious prince take on himself the sovereignty thereof, but sure, I fear we shall ne'er win him to it.
Mary, God forbid his grace should say us nay.
I fear he will!
See where he stands between two clergymen.
And see a book of prayers in his hand. True ornaments to know a holy man. Famous Plantagenet, most gracious prince, lend favorable ears to our request and pardon us the interruption of thy devotion and right Christian zeal.
My lord, there needs no such apology. I rather do beseech you pardon me, who, earnest in the service of my God, neglected the visitation of my friends. But, leaving this, what is your grace's pleasure? I do suspect I've done some offense.
You have, my lord. Would it might please your grace at our entreaties to amend that fault.
Else wherefore breathe I in a Christian land?
Then no, it is your fault that you resign the supreme seat, the throne majestical to the corruption of a blemished which, to procure, we heartily solicit your gracious self to take on you the charge and kingly government of this, your right of birth, your land, your empery, your own.
I do not know whether to part in silence or bitterly speak in your reproof. Definitively thus I answer you, your love deserves my thanks, but my desert unmeritable shuns your high request.
Oh.
But, God be thanked, there is no need of me. The royal tree hath left us royal fruit. On him I lay what you would lay on me, which God defend that I should wring from him.
My lord, this argues conscience in your grace. You say that Edward is your brother's son. So say we too, but not by Edward's wife. A care-crazed mother among many children, a beauty waning and distressed widow, even in the afternoon of her best days, may prize and purchase of his lustful eye, seduced the pitch and height of all his thoughts to base declension and loathed bigamy. By her in his unlawful bed he got this Edward, whom our manners term the prince. Then, good my lord, take on your royal self this proffered benefit of dignity.
Do, good my lord, your citizens entreat you.
Refuse not, mighty lord, this proffered love.
Oh, make them joyful, grant their lawful suit.
Alas, why would you heap these cares on me? I am unfit for state and majesty. I cannot nor will not yield to you.
Come, citizens. Zoom! I'll entreat no more.
Oh, do not swear, my lord of Buckingham.
Call them again, my lord, and accept their suit. Do, good my lord, lest all the land do rue it.
Would you enforce me to a world of care? Well, call them again. I am not made of stone. Cousin of Buckingham, and you, sage brave men, since you will buckle fortune on my back to bear her burthen, whether I will or no, I must have patience to endure the load.
Huzzah!
But if black scandal or foul-faced reproach attend the sequel of your imposition, your mere enforcement shall quittance me from all the impure blots and stains thereof. For God he knows, and you may partly see how far I am from the desire thereof.
God bless your grace. We see it and will say it.
In saying so, you shall but say the truth.
Then I salute you with this kingly title. Long live Richard, England's royal king!
Amen.
Tomorrow will it please you to be crowned?
Even when you please, since you will have it so.
Tomorrow, then, we will attend your grace.
Come, let us do our holy work again. Farewell, good cousin. Farewell, gentle friends.
Countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him.
Noble Caesar!
A lawful day!
Oh, traitors! Villains!
We will be revenged! Friends! Sweet friends! Let me not stir you up to such a sudden flood of mutiny. They that have done this deed are honorable.
No.
And what private griefs they have, alas, I know not that made them do it. They are wise and honorable, and will no doubt with reasons answer you. I come not, friends, to steal away your hearts. I am no orator as Brutus is. But as you all know, a plain, blunt man. For I have neither wit, nor words, nor worth, nor action, utterance, nor the power of speech to stir men's blood. I only speak right on, and tell you which you yourselves do know.
We'll mutiny!
We'll burn the house of Brutus!
Away then, come! Seek the conspirators!
Now let it work. Mischief thou art afoot. Take thou what course thou wilt.
I dreamt tonight that I did feast with Caesar, and things unlucky charge my fantasy. I have no will to wander forth of doors. Yet something leads me forth.
What is your name?
Where are you going?
Where do you dwell?
Are you a married man or a bachelor?
Answer every man directly.
I and briefly.
Aye, and wisely.
Aye, and truly, you were best.
What is my name? Whither am I going? Where do I dwell? Am I a married man or a bachelor? Then, to answer every man directly and briefly, wisely and truly, wisely I say, I am a bachelor.
That's as much to say they're fools that marry. You'll bear a bang for that, I fear.
Proceed directly. Directly, I am going to Caesar's funeral.
As a friend or an enemy?
As a friend.
That matter is answered directly.
For your dwelling, briefly.
Briefly, I dwell by the capital.
Your name, sir, truly.
Truly, my name is Cinna.
He's a conspirator! Tear him to pieces!
I am Cinna the poet. I am Cinna the poet.
Tear him for his bad verses! Tear him for his bad verses!
I am not Cinna the conspirator.
It's no matter. His name is Cinna. Pluck but his name out of his heart and turn him going!
Brands, how fire brands! To Brutus, to Cassius, burn all! Away go!
Then you perceive the body of our kingdom, how foul it is. What rank diseases grow, and with what danger near the heart of it.
Woe to the land that's governed by a child.
Our country sinks beneath a yoke. It weeps, it bleeds, and each new day a gash is added to her wounds.
Alas, poor country, almost afraid to know itself. It cannot be called our mother, but our grave, where sighs and groans and shrieks that rend the air are made, not marked, where violent sorrow seems a modern ecstasy.
Oh, my poor kingdom, sick with civil blows. When that my care could not withhold thy riots, what wilt thou do when riot is thy care? Oh, thou wilt be a wilderness again, peopled with wolves, thy old inhabitants.
Something is rotten in the state of Denmark.
The Commonwealth is sick of their own choice.
Have you a ruffian that will swear, drink, dance, revel the night, rob, murder, and commit the oldest sins, the newest kinds of ways? Be happy. You'll trouble you no more. England shall give him office, honor, might.
Alas, how should you govern any kingdom that know not how to use ambassadors, nor how to be contented with one wife, nor how to study for the people's welfare, nor how to shroud yourself from enemies?
Oh God, that one might read the book of fate and see the revolution of the times make mountains level, and the continent, weary of solid firmness, melt itself into the sea. Oh, if this were seen, the happiest youth, viewing his progress through, what perils past, what crosses to ensue, would shut the book and sit him down and die.
Look who comes here, a grave unto a soul. Patience, good lady.
Comfort, gentle Constance.
No, I defy all counsel, all redress, but that which ends all counsel. True redress. Death. Death, oh, amiable, lovely death. Thou odoriferous stench, sound rottenness, arise forth from the couch of lasting nights, thou hate and terror to prosperity. And I will kiss thy detestable bones, and put my eyeballs in thy vaulty brows, and wring my fingers with thy household worms, and stop this gap of breath with fulsome dust, and be a carrion monster like thyself. Come grin on me, and I will think thou smilest, and bust thee as thy wife. Misery's love, oh, come to me!
Oh, fair affliction, peace.
No, I will not, having breath to cry. Oh, that my tongue were in the thunder's mouth. Then with a passion would I shake the world, and rouse from sleep that fell anatomy that cannot hear a lady's feeble voice.
Lady, you utter madness and not sorrow.
Thou art not wholly to belie me so. I am not mad. This hair I tear is mine. My name is Constance. I was Geoffrey's wife. Young Arthur is my son, and he is lost. I am not mad. I would to God I were, for then 'tis like I should forget myself. Oh, if I could, what grief should I forget? If I were were mad, I should forget my son. I am not mad. Too well, I feel the plague of each calamity.
Bind up your hairs. You hold too heinous a respect for grief.
He speaks to me that never had a son.
You are as fond of grief as of your child.
Grief fills the room up with my absent child. Lies in his bed, walks up and down with me, puts on his pretty looks, repeats his words, remembers me of all his gracious parts, stuffs out his vacant garments with his form. Then have I reason to be fond of grief?
Margaret, the former queen. Queen Elizabeth, the current queen.
Lord serving the king.
Richard, brother to the king, for now.
Hear me, you wrangling pirates, that fall out in sharing that which you have pilled from me. Which of you trembles not that looks on me? Oh, gentle villain, do not turn away.
Foul wrinkled witch, what makest thou in my sight?
What were you snarling all before I came, ready to catch each other by the throat, and turn you now all your hatred on me? Can curses pierce the clouds and enter heaven? Why then give way, dull clouds, to my quick curses? If not by war, by surfeit, die your king, as ours by murder to make him a king. Thyself a queen, for me that was a queen, outlive thy glory like my wretched self. Long die thy happy days before thy death, and after many lengthened hours of grief, die neither mother, wife, nor England's queen, Rivers and Dorset. You were standers by, and so was thou, Lord Hastings, when my son was stabbed with bloody daggers. God, I pray him that none of you may live your natural age, but by some unlooked accident cut off.
Have done thy charm, thou hateful withered hag.
And leave out thee. Stay, dog, for thou shalt hear me. If heaven have any grievous plague in store, exceeding those that I can wish upon thee, oh, let them keep it till thy sins be ripe, and then hurl down their indignation on thee, the troubler of the poor world's peace, the slave of nature and the son of hell, thou elvish-marked, abortive, rooting hog, thou slander of thy mother's womb, thou rag of honor, thou detested...
Margaret!
Richard! I call thee not.
I cry thee mercy then, for I thought thou hadst called me all these bitter names.
Why, so I did, but looked for no reply.
'Tis done by
Oh.
me, and
Let me make the periods to my curse.
'tis done by me, and Ensign Margaret.
Thus have you breathed your curse against yourself.
Poor, painted queen, vain flourish of my fortune, why strewest thou sugar on that bottled spider whose deadly web ensnareth thee about? Fool, fool, thou whettest a knife to kill thyself. The time will come when thou shalt wish for me to help thee curse that poisonous bunchback toad.
Were you well served, you would be taught your duty.
To do me well, you should all do me duty.
Dispute not with her, she is lunatic.
Have done. For shame, if not for charity.
Urge neither charity nor shame to me. Uncharitably with me have you dealt, and shamefully by you my hopes are butchered. My charity is outrage, life my shame, and in that shame still live my sorrow's rage.
Have done. Have done.
Oh, Buckingham, take heed of yonder dog. Have naught to do with him. Beware of him.
What does she say, my lord of Buckingham?
Nothing that I respect, my gracious lord.
What? Dost thou scorn me for my gentle counsel and soothe the devil that I warned thee from? Oh, but remember this another day, when he shall split thy very heart with sorrow, and say poor Margaret was a prophetess. Live each of you the subject to his hate, and he to yours, and all of you to God's.
Lady Elizabeth Grey, a widow, not yet queen.
Richard, son of York, not yet king.
Clarence, son of York, not going to be king.
Edward, son of York, King of England.
Henry V, King of England.
Burgundy, his cousin.
Catherine, Princess of France.
King of France, her father.
Alice, her waiting woman.
Anne, a widow, not yet queen.
Brother of Gloucester, at St. Albans Field, this lady's husband, Sir Richard Grey, was slain. His lands then seized upon by the Conqueror. Her suit is now to repossess those lands, which we in justice cannot well deny, because in quarrel of the House of York, the worthy gentleman did lose his life.
Your Highness shall do well to grant her suit. It were dishonor to deny it her.
It were no less, but yet I'll make a pause.
Yea, is it so? I see the lady hath a thing to grant before the king will grant her humble suit.
He knows the game. How true he keeps the wind.
Silence. Widow, we will consider all of your suit and come some other time to know our mind.
Right, gracious lord, I cannot brook delay. May it please your highness to resolve me now, and what your pleasure is shall satisfy me.
Aye, widow, then I'll warrant you all your lands, and if what pleases him shall pleasure you.
How many children hast thou, widow? Tell me.
I think he means to beg a child of her. 3, my most gracious lord.
You shall have 4 if you'll be ruled by him.
Twere pity they should lose their father's lands.
Be pitiful, dread lord, and grant it then.
Lords, give us leave. I'll try this widow's wit.
Aye, good leave have you, for you will have leave till youth take leave and leave you to the crutch.
Set down your honorable load, whilst I awhile obsequiously lament the untimely fall of virtuous Lancaster, poor key-cold figure of a holy king. Be it lawful that I invocate thy ghost to hear the lamentations of poor Anne, wife to thy Edward, to thy slaughtered son, stabbed by the self-same hand that made these wounds. Foul devil, for God's sake, hence and trouble us not, for thou hast made the happy earth thy hell.
Fair than tongue can name thee, let me have some patient leisure to excuse myself.
Farther than heart can think thee, thou canst make no excuse current but to hang thyself.
Now, tell me, madam, do you love your children?
Aye, full as dearly as I love myself.
And would you not do much to do them good?
To do them good, I would sustain some harm.
Why then get your husband's lands to do them good?
Therefore I came unto your majesty.
I did not kill your husband.
Why, then he's alive.
Nay, he is dead, and slain by Edward's hand.
In thy foul throat thou liest. Queen Margaret saw thy murderous falchion smoking in his blood, the which thou once didst bend against her breast.
I was provoked by her slanderous
Thou
tongue.
was provoked by thy bloody mind, which never dreams on aught but butcheries.
Yet, leave our cousin Catherine here with us. She is our capital demand, comprised within the 4 rank of our articles.
What service wilt thou do me if I grant them?
What you command, that rests in me to do.
Fair Catherine, and most fair, will you vouchsafe to teach a soldier terms such as will enter at a lady's ear and plead his love suit to her gentle heart?
Dost thou not kill this king?
I grant ye.
Dost grant me, hedgehog. Then God grant me too thou mayst be damned for that wicked deed. Oh, he was gentle, mild, and virtuous.
The fitter for the king of heaven that hath him.
He is in heaven where thou shalt never come.
Let him thank me that hope to send him thither, for he was fitter for that place than earth.
And thou unfit for any place but hell.
Yes, one place, if you'll hear me name it.
Some dungeon.
Your bedchamber.
You rest beside the chamber where thou liest.
So will it, madam, till I lie with you.
I hope so.
I know so.
'Tis an easy task. 'Tis but to love a king.
That's soon performed because I am a subject.
Your Majesty shall mock at me. I cannot speak your England.
Oh, fair Catherine, if you will love me soundly with your French heart, I will be glad to hear you confess it brokenly with your English tongue.
Why, then thy husband's lands I freely give thee.
I take my leave with many thousand thanks.
Do you like me, Kate?
Pardonnez-moi, I cannot tell that is like me.
An angel is like you, Kate, and you are like an angel.
Oh, mon Dieu, les langues des hommes sont pleines de tromperies.
What says she, fair one? That the tongues of men are full of deceits?
Oui, since the tongues of the manses be full of the sheets. That is a princess?
The princess is the better Englishwoman.
But stay thee. 'Tis the fruits of love I mean.
The fruits of love I mean, my loving liege.
Aye, but I fear me in another sense.
But, gentle Lady Anne, to leave this keen encounter of our wits and fall something into a slower method, is not the causer of these timeless deaths as blameful as the executioner?
Thou art the cause of most accursed effect.
Your beauty was the cause of that effect. Your beauty that did haunt me in my sleep, to undertake the death of all the world, so I might live 1 hour in your sweet bosom.
If I thought that I told thee homicide, these nails should rend that beauty from my cheeks.
I know no ways to mince it in love, but directly to say, I love you. Give me your answer, faith due, and so clap hands in a bargain. How say you, lady?
So votre honneur, me understand well. What love thinkst thou I sue so much to get?
My love till death, my humble thanks, my prayers, that love which virtue begs and virtue grants.
No, by my troth, I did not mean such love.
Why then you mean not as I thought you did.
But now you partly may perceive my mind.
My mind will never perceive what your highness aims at, if I aim aright.
It is a quarrel most unnatural to be revenged on him that loveth you.
It is a quarrel just and reasonable to revenge on him that slew my husband.
He that bereft thee, lady, of thy husband did it to help thee to a better husband.
His better doth not breathe upon the earth.
He lives that loves thee better than he could.
Name him.
Plantagenet.
Why, that was he.
The self-same name, but one of better nature.
Where is he?
Here.
Mary, if you would put me to verses or to dance for your sake, Kate, why, you undid me. If I could win a lady by vaulting into my saddle with my armor on my back, I should quickly leap into a wife. But before God, Kate, I cannot look greenly nor gasp out my eloquence. I speak to thee, plain soldier. If thou wouldst have such a one, take me, take a soldier, take a soldier, take a king.
Why dost thou spit at me?
Would it were mortal poison for thy sake.
Never came poison from so sweet a place.
Never hung poison on a fowler toad. Out of my sight! Thou dost infect my eyes.
Thine eyes, sweet lady, have infected mine.
To tell thee plain, I aim to lie with thee.
Tell you plain, I had rather lie in prison.
Teach not thy lips such scorn, for it was made for kissing, lady, not for such content. If thy revengeful heart cannot forgive, lo, here, I lend thee this sharp-pointed sword, which if thou please to hide in this true bosom, and let the soul forth that adoreth thee, I lay it naked to the deadly stroke, and humbly beg the death upon my knee.
Is it possible that I should love the enemy of France?
No, it is not possible you should love the enemy of France, Kate, but in loving me, you should love the friend of France. For I love France so well, I will not part with a village of it. I will have it all mine. And France, when France is mine and I am yours, then yours is France, and you are mine.
I cannot tell, but is that? Her looks do argue her replete with modesty.
But, Kate, dost thou understand thus much English? Canst thou love me?
Her words do show her wit incomparable.
By mine honor, in true English, I love thee, Kate. By which honor I dare not swear thou lovest me, yet my blood begins to flatter me that thou dost.
All her perfections challenge sovereignty.
Oh, put off your maiden blushes, take me by the hand, and say, Harry of England, I am thine.
One way or other, she is for a king.
I will tell thee aloud, England is thine, Ireland is thine, France is thine, and Harry Plantagenet is thine.
And she shall be my love, or else my queen.
Come, your answer in broken music, for thy voice is music, and thy English broken. Therefore, queen of all, Catherine, break thy mind to me in broken English. Wilt thou have me?
That is, as it shall please the roi, mon père.
Nay, it will please him well, Kate. It shall please him, Kate.
then it shall also content me.
Say that King Edward take thee for his queen.
'Tis better said than done, my gracious lord. I know I am too mean to be your queen, and yet too good to be your concubine.
Upon that, I kiss your hand and call you my queen.
Laissez, monseigneur, laissez. Excusez-moi, je vous supplie, mon très puissant seigneur.
Then I will kiss your lips, Kate.
Nay, do not pause, for I did kill King Henry, but 'twas thy beauty that provoked me.
Les dames et demoiselles portent baiser devant le noce, et même la coutume de France.
Madam, my interpreter, what says she?
That it is not baiser fashion pour les ladies of France. I cannot tell if it is baiser en anglais.
To kiss.
Your Majesty entendre better que moi.
Nay, now dispatch, 'twas I that killed young Edward, but 'twas thy heavenly face that set me on.
It is not a fashion for the maids in France to kiss before they are married, would she say?
Oui, vraiment.
Oh, Kate. Nice customs, curtsy to great kings.
Take up the sword again, or take up me.
Arise, dissembler, though I wish thy death I will not be thy executioner.
Then bid me kill myself, and I will do it.
I have already.
Dear Kate, you and I cannot be confined within the weak list of a country's fashion. We are the makers of manners, Kate, and the liberty that follows our station stops the mouths of all fine faults, as I will do yours, for upholding the nice fashion of your country in denying me a kiss. Therefore, patiently and yielding, you have witchcraft in your lips, Kate.
Answer no more, for thou shalt be my queen. Pursuit is granted for her husband's lands. Widow, go you along. Lords, use her honorably.
God save your majesty! My royal cousin, teach you our princess English.
Oh, I would have her learn, my fair coz, how perfectly I love her, and that is good English.
Is she not apt?
Our tongue is rough, cuz, and my condition is not smooth. I cannot so conjure up the spirit of love in her that he will appear in his true likeness.
If you would conjure up love in her in his true likeness, he must appear naked and blind. Can you blame her then, being a maid, yet rose over with the virgin crimson of modesty, if she denied the appearance of a naked, blind boy in her naked seeing self? 'Twere a hard condition for a maid to consign to.
Yet they do wink and yield as love is blind and enforces.
They are then excused, my lord, for they see not what they do.
Then, good my lord, teach your cousin to consent winking.
I will wink on her to consent, my lord, if you will teach her to know my meaning. For maids, well summered and warm kept, are like flies at Bartholomew tide. Blind, though they have their eyes, and then they will endure handling, which before would not abide looking on.
This moral ties me over to time and a hot summer. And so I shall catch the fly, your cousin, in the latter end. And she must be blind, too.
As love is, my lord, before it loves.
It is so. And you may, some of you, thank love for my blindness. You cannot see many a fair French city for one fair French maid who stands in the way.
I would I knew thy heart.
Disfigured in my tongue.
I fear me both are false.
That never man was true.
Well, well, put up your sword.
Say then my peace is made.
That shall you know hereafter.
But shall I live in hope?
All men, I hope, live so.
Shall Kate be my wife?
Take her, fair son, and from her blood raise up issue to me, that the contending kingdoms of France and England may cease their hatred.
Amen. Vouchsafe to wear this ring.
To take is not to give.
Look how my ring encompasseth thy finger. Even so thy breast encloseth my poor heart. Why both of them? For both of them are thine.
Now welcome, Kate, and bear me witness all that here I kiss her as my sovereign queen.
Bid me farewell.
'Tis more than you deserve, but since you teach me how to flatter you, imagine I have said farewell already.
Brother, you muse what chats we two have had.
The widow likes it not, for she looks very sad.
God, the best maker of all marriages, combine your hearts in one, your realms in one, as man and wife being two, are one in love. That English may as French, French Englishmen, receive each other. God speak this, Amen.
Amen.